Making Changes in Higher Education by Andrew Wall. A case study by Chandler and Kimberly Thornton.
The key issues in the case. In the case study, Making Changes in Higher Education, the Educational Leadership Program Chair at a private research university in the Northeast is interested in expanding the university's Educational Leadership Program to include an online master's program in higher education administration. The department chair likes the idea and asked one of the faculty members who's more technology inclined to form a committee to explore the initiative. Several of the faculty expressed strong opposition to the idea of an online program. In recent years, the master's program has decreased in enrollment from 115 students to 84 due to the outdated curriculum and lack of focus on students by the program and the faculty.
Key players in the case. Successful implementation of the online program requires the administration's buy-in. First of all, the online program must be aligned with the mission and vision of the university and the department. The Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs and Registrar will provide information on requirements and policies. Committee members from the Departments of Accounting, Financial Aid, and Information Technology Services must coordinate the technical aspects and costs of the initiative. Faculty, student services representatives, and students are all important members in the decision-making of this case.
Strengths and weaknesses. The key strength of this case is a faculty-led initiative that is supported by the department chair. The team leader is a faculty member who knows the academic requirements, curriculum, and student needs. He is also very excited about an online program. The biggest weakness is this is the first online program for the university. Another weakness is the resistance from some faculty members.
Key issues for society. Up until the late 1990s, the higher education remained relatively unchanged since the first universities opened in 1600. However, the introduction of the World Wide Web has caused a drastic change to education and learning, according to Levy. In the last 2 decades, educational technology has seen a dramatic evolution and improvement. Online education has become equally accepted in society, the workplace, and among academic leaders. The number of online students nearly quadrupled over the past decade, says Randall. 2/3 of academic leaders consider online learning as critical to their institution's long-term strategies, according to Randall.
Online education has been fueled by the federal government's initiative to strengthen the U.S. leadership in higher education and to boost the economy by expanding access and affordability for students. This is according to the Economics of Higher Education. Online education is especially attractive for non-traditional students who are working adults. They enjoy the flexibility. The range of online education includes undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral degrees, as well as professional licenses and technical certificates. While public universities balance their traditional and online programs, there is new competition on the market. Virtual universities, for example, Capella University and the Western Governors University.
Online education comes with several challenges. States and accreditation agencies, along with the U.S. Department of Education, are expected to authorize and verify the legitimacy and credibility of online programs. Rapid growth of online post-secondary education has sparked heated debates in society about the quality and vigor of online education. Another concern for online education is academic integrity. In fact, the issue of academic integrity has made its way into the law, evident in the Higher Education Opportunity Act of 2008.
Online education creates challenges for faculty and staff to quickly adapt, train, and change. True collegiate experiences is another concern for academic professionals. They fear online technology will create disconnect between students and faculty members. The most critical issue is online
opportunities. The online master program has many promising opportunities for students, and it also targets a mature adult population. Working professionals can continue their education without interruption to their careers and family responsibilities. The online master's programs creates opportunities for the university to boost the university's enrollment, which is very important in the later years. Implementation of online programs also creates opportunities for faculty in staff professional development.
Threats to higher education. Technology is both a blessing and a curse for institutions of higher education, according to Barr and McClelland. The main threat is a shift in resources. An online program is a very costly venture. It requires qualified staff, which includes computer specialists, programmers, designers, engineers, and technical support. This can be a definite disadvantage to universities during the budget crisis. The cost of maintaining websites, information portals, email systems, and digital databases is both expensive and labor intensive.
The issue of academic integrity addressed in the Higher Education Opportunity Act will require programs to provide more elaborate commercial systems of student identity. In parallel with shifting resources, the role and status of faculty is also changing. Online education might eliminate traditional faculty positions with tenure and benefits. Budget issues might result in shifting funds from human to technology resources.
Question 1. Create a plan for how you will organize yourself. Well, the first step of this process is to create a committee. The committee must be made up of a group of people across campus. All interested faculty members, including those that are resistant to the change, a minimum of 2 doctoral students, and 2 master's students, will be invited to explore the possibility, challenges, and curriculum when implementing a new online program. The Director of Accounting, Financial Aid, Information Technology Services, and the Registrar will also be invited to provide input on financial aid and technical law aspects. This will provide a smooth transition if the recommendation is made. The committee will meet and discuss the idea, the possibilities, the opportunities, the threats, and the goal of the program.
The next step is to identify and research other universities that have already implemented online master's program in higher education administration. Questions in hand for the committee. Question 1. What type of students does the program want to attract? Question 2. Will the new program be online only, in addition to existing traditional program, or will it be a hybrid? Once the information is gathered from all key players, discussions can begin.
Question 2. Articulate the plan of implementing the first online program. Several factors need to be examined when implementing the first online program on campus. Vision and mission are very important. The type of curriculum offered in the online program, staff training and support that will be provided, student services that can be accessed online, as many online students never step foot on campus, students training and support to ensure that they can have tools to complete online degree programs, and current policies must be in line. The program must complement the university's mission and vision. Also, creating an online program is a great opportunity to update that curriculum. Adequate training and support must be provided for faculty as well as students.
The committee must ensure that student services will be available to online students. The online program must provide necessary training and support for students to be successful in online learning. Lastly, the committee should revisit the university's current policies as well as copyright and intellectual property issues to ensure legal aspects.
Question 3. Identify your leadership style in exploring the idea. The best approach in exploring this idea is using participatory or democratic leadership. By utilizing participatory or democratic leadership, all team members will bring expertise and valuable insight to the project. This type of leadership allows for creativity, honest dialogue, and thought-provoking discussions. This leadership style will create member buy-in for the new initiative and allow the Participatory leadership is focused on interdependent members who share common goals and coordinate activities to accomplish these goals. Root.
Recommendations. The committee came up with following recommendations. Opposing faculty should be invited to be a part of the committee to voice their concern. Two options may be considered. 1. The program will be taught only by the faculty members wishing to teach online courses. Second option, all faculty will be required to teach online courses. The process of implementation of the online program will include extensive training for faculty. All stakeholders should be involved to determine the priorities and goals for the program. Successful implementation of the program requires the administration's support in strategic planning of the on the institutional level toward embracing a culture of change, according to Libby.
It is critical for a College of Human Ecology and Education to meet the societal and technological changes in order to become a successful and competitive player in the current market of higher education. The online master's degree program, if implemented successfully, will provide more educational opportunities, increase the enrollment, and improve the university's image among its stakeholders, prospective students, and its community. This concludes the case study presentation. Thank you.